All right. Okay, welcome everyone to the Mount Diablo Unified School District Governing Board meeting. It is 5 p.m. on November 10th, 2021. Let's start with roll call. Vice President Mason.
Here.
Trustee Mayo.
Here.
Trustee McFerrin.
Here.
Trustee Nzewi.
Here.
And I am also present, so we are all accounted for. That brings us to public comment. The public may address the board concerning items that are scheduled for discussion during closed session only. All right, so we have three comments today. So let's start with Teresa Burgum, followed by Anita Johnson, and then Jane Podkowski.
Good evening, board members and Superintendent Clark. First and foremost, I want you to know that the groups, the unions here in the school district have united in solidarity. Unions have always supported each other, but as these negotiations have dragged out, we've experienced continuous subtle and even obvious attempts by some members of the district team to disparage one union against another. One attempt included a department director making false promises to staff that they could get raises if they split from their union, a direct violation of the National Labor Relations Act. Others tonight will speak of the need for a more substantial raise than what's currently being offered to Medea. This offer, by the way, was presented with no supporting documentation. All bargaining groups have been asking for specific figures that the district cannot or will not provide. We understand that the vast amount of one-time COVID money complicates the bottom line, but it shouldn't obscure it. We believe the district does not have a structural deficit. Where's the savings from the previous layoffs over the last 2 years? The numbers we've seen show they haven't been hired back. The increased workload proposals by the district bargaining teams tells us there's no plans to reinstate them. Current salaries, even with the most recently offered raise, will make it harder and harder to retain the staff you now have. Thank you.
Thank you. Anita Johnson.
Good evening. My name is Anita Johnson. I'm president of Mount Diablo Education Association. Very briefly this evening, I would like to remind all of you that the district has no structural deficit. And in case you didn't see it in the news today, the current rate of inflation is now at 6.2% annually. So we need a much more reasonable salary increase. And I'm here to let you know that we are standing in solidarity with CSEA, CST, Teamsters, and MIDSPA. Thank you very much.
Jane Podkowski.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jane Podkowski, CST First VP, and I'm here to address a couple of things, mainly exactly what the ladies behind me have said. We are all together as a 4-union unit, and then we have also added our school. Help me out here, ladies. I'm sorry, they're not school psychs. I was thinking of our school psych at Concord High today because we had something going on. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're all together and we are all addressing the same thing. And that is that although there has been some negotiation movement, it is not enough to help anyone move forward. We have been working for 4 years without any type of raise. I don't know if you're all aware of it or not, but when COVID hit on March 13th, granted everything was shut down. Those of us at sites in my position, registrar, office managers, many people at the district were back on staff, at least part-time by the beginning of April. Then we were back full-time by the end of April. The teachers all had to learn a new way of teaching their students. Our CSEA people came out and protected the grounds by working that way. M&O was back full-time as we were. I know some of you may know that, but I'm not sure all of you do. And I think it's really important to realize that we've worked our butts off the entire last 4 years, and in particular, the last 1.5 years. And our unit feels we are being disrespected, and we graciously ask for some respect and that you go back to the table and offer something decent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That concludes public comment. Our closed session agenda includes 3.1 negotiations. The board may discuss negotiations or provide direction to its representatives regarding represented employees pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.6. 3.2 discipline, dismissal, release, or reassignment of public employee, Government Code Section 54957B1. 3.3 confidential student matters pursuant to Ed Code 35145.5, one case. And 3.4 conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, potential exposure to litigation pursuant to 54956.9B, one case.